Good evening. I'm Sean Maroney. Thanks for joining us. We begin with the new details just released by Cary police after a deadly officer-involved shooting Sunday. Police say 22-year-old Shaquan Tyrone Johnson was shot while being taken into custody. Johnson was a suspect in a burglary. Police say a grandmother and little girl were in the home during a burglary and hid in a closet during the break-in. They whispered, telling the dispatchers they saw the man while watching TV.
Thinks that she hears somebody in here and is wanting me to be quiet. I hope you're nearby.
Okay. Well, then just be quiet. I've got officers right around the corner, okay?
Police have not identified the victims. Our Amy Cutler is live outside Cary Police Headquarters, where police just wrapped up a press conference. And Amy, what have you learned?
Well, Cary police say they wanted to provide as much information as they could about this incident to the public. That's why the chief says he held that press conference. But he reminded us of the still several ongoing investigations regarding this shooting. But we did learn a little bit more information about what led up to the shooting. This was a scene in Cary early Sunday morning. Police telling us they were responding to a 911 call that came in at about 2:30 in the morning. During a search of the neighborhood, police say officers found several vehicles that had been broken into. They also found 22-year-old Shaquan Johnson. They tell us he was the intruder, and they believe he broke into that house. They say while taking him into custody, shots were fired. That was about 2.5 hours after that 911 call. The chief says the officer involved was 29-year-old AJ Lopez, and that he saw a revolver fired, a revolver stolen from one of the larcenies. That revolver, they say, was recovered at the scene of the shooting. Take a listen to what the chief had to say about it.
We are thankful that a little girl and her grandmother are safe. We are heartbroken that a mother will never see her son again.
Now, police say that there were other officers that witnessed the shooting. They are, of course, being questioned. Nobody was wearing body cameras. None of those officers were wearing body cameras. They're not on the officers that are in the field in this case, but there is still two investigations specifically going into the shooting. One is an internal investigation. The other is being done by SAI. And as for the officer involved, AJ Lopez, he remains on administrative leave as per protocol. For now, we are live in Cary. I'm Amy Cutler, CBS North Carolina.